Grand Theft Auto 6 is the most anticipated game of the decade, if not ever, and with rumors pointing to a possible reveal very soon, possibly in May, all eyes are on Rockstar Games to make a move. Literally any move at this point. Every day that passes is one day closer to Grand Theft Auto 6, or at least we think. This was supposed to be the biggest game of the year, and yet we are almost 5 months in, and we haven't gotten anything. We haven't gotten a second trailer, we haven't gotten a date. All we have is the CEO talking about GTA 6. And I fear that if nothing happens soon, it could be a major red flag that a delay is imminent. So with that being said, today we're going to be diving into all of the recent GTA 6 news, the subtle updates, some of the more behind the scenes move that you guys may have missed, and we're also going to talk about the big thing that everyone wants to know, and that is when is trailer 2 dropping, and will GTA 6 still release this year or be delayed? We have a lot to cover, so check the video chapters for easy viewing. Real quick guys, this video is sponsored by Incogni. Now most people have no idea how much of their personal information is floating around online, all being sold by data brokers and published on certain websites. Well, these profiles can include your name, your address, your phone number, and even your family numbers and financial history. Well, that right there is where Incogni comes in. Incogni removes your personal information from the web, lowering the risks of spam calls, scams, and identity theft. It automatically reaches out to over 230 data brokers, demands they delete your data, and keeps following up to make sure it stays gone. No forms, no legal jargon, just your privacy handled. Are you getting tired from robots calling your phone at every hour on the hour, or you want to stop your data from being used against you? Well, Incogni is an easy and powerful way to take back control. So head over to Incogni via the link in the description and use my code WesNemo for 60% off your annual plan. Your data doesn't belong to anyone on the internet, it belongs to you. So yeah, thanks so much to Incogni for sponsoring this video. Once again, click the link in the description and take back control of your data. So the first trailer for GTA 6 dropped all the way back in December of 2023 that we know about, and it broke many records as being one of the most viewed videos in the history of the platform and generating more hype than any other gaming trailer has done before. But the trailer's momentum hasn't really slowed down, and over the last few days it's actually crossed a huge checkpoint that explains a little bit why Rockstar and Take-Two haven't had much hustle when it comes to releasing a second trailer. The first trailer recently crossed 249 million views, nearly 250,000 views, making it one of the most viewed gaming videos on the entire platform, and by far the most viewed video game trailer ever uploaded. So we can talk all we want about how much we need a second trailer, but if you're in Rockstar's position right now, why would you have to hustle to upload a follow-up? Like, the first trailer is still doing numbers every single month, so it's not like the hype is slowing down at all for GTA 6. Typically, game developers will push out a second trailer for their game once the first trailer is out of people's minds and they think they need some kind of mental refresh, but that just isn't happening with the first GTA 6 trailer, and that could actually be one of the major reasons why we haven't seen trailer 2 yet. Now recently we had a pretty interesting development in the world of open world games, specifically by Take-Two Interactive and GTA type experiences, is the release date for the Mafia title. Now the last new Mafia game was Mafia 3, which released all the way back in 2016 and was a pretty huge step down from Mafia 1 and 2, which are both still seen as some of the best GTA type games ever made. But interestingly enough, both of these franchises are owned by Take-Two Interactive, and with Mafia the Old Country now confirmed for an early August launch, we can actually take quite a lot away from that when it comes to figuring out where GTA 6 is going to be on Take-Two's schedule. Now these are two games that are going to be in direct competition with one another, because if the average gamer comes face to face with a new Mafia game and a new GTA game, they're more than likely going to pick one rather than the other instead of buying both. Which, let's be honest, if you got a Mafia game releasing and a new GTA game, you're probably going to pick the GTA game. But bear with me, I'm talking about this for a reason. It does have an effect on GTA 6. Now obviously Mafia the Old Country isn't going to be stealing a bunch of sales away from GTA 6, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because both of these games are being published by Take-Two Interactive, and there is no way that Mafia the Old Country would be released anywhere near GTA 6, because that would completely destroy its sales potential. And that's the same that can be said about Borderlands 4 as well. Like, Borderlands 4 is releasing in September, so with Mafia 4 coming out in early August, that more or less means GTA 6 won't be releasing for at least another month or so afterwards, because again, there is no way Take-Two Interactive would be releasing this game less than a month away from GTA 6. So this kind of narrows down the release date for me. So we have Take-Two Interactive releasing Mafia the Old Country in August, and then directly in September there is another game coming out, and that is called Borderlands 4, which is also a game that is being published by Take-Two Interactive. So that gives us a really solid idea of when GTA 6 could release. Now, even though Take-Two Interactive hasn't confirmed the GTA 6 6 release date as of yet. I'm pretty certain that 2K wouldn't want to drop these two games too close to one another, because that would effectively be sentencing Mafia to a certain death in terms of the sales charts. So if Mafia is coming early August, I think the absolute earliest we will see GTA 6 is either in early September, doubt that's going to happen though, but more likely sometime in October or November. Again, we have Mafia the Old Country in August, we have Borderlands 4 in September, so that would leave GTA 6 sometime between October and November. Now, if I was Take-Two, again, I'm not, but I would want at least a month between the two games, but it will more than likely be closer to 2 months apart from each other, which would likely put GTA 6's release date somewhere in early October or sometime in November. Now, it is worth mentioning that Borderlands and GTA don't really have much of a crossover audience. Like, I think if Borderlands releases in September and then GTA 6 also releases in September, like, the Borderlands community is big enough that I don't think it's really going to affect the sales very much. But again, GTA 6 is going to be a worldwide phenomenon, so Take-Two Interactive releasing those games that close to each other is just absolutely wild to think about. And now that we are almost in May, it's pretty safe to say that if we don't get any reveal in May, or like a solid release date soon for GTA 6, a delay is imminent, but we'll talk more about that in just a bit. Now, there's been a lot of discussion about the price of GTA 6 because there have been several credible leaks that have recently suggested that the game will be priced at around $100. Now, some industry analysts also talked about this as well, which those aren't as credible as some of the other leaks, but a while back, a European retailer accidentally made their store page for GTA 6 live a little too early, and that price tag was well over $100. And since Take-Two Interactive has made several statements over the last couple of years about how they think games should be actually more expensive than they currently are, it's perfectly believable that they're going to try to price the base version of the game above $70. But just to add a bit more credibility to that theory, and I guess fuel on the fire as well, Nintendo recently confirmed that their game Mario Kart World, set to release on the Nintendo Switch 2, will be priced at $80 digitally, and the physical price, we don't even know the price. There was numbers like $90, I don't even know the full context, but if Nintendo is the one that pulls the trigger first and gets away with it, then Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games will absolutely get away with it as well. As much as we may not want to admit it, they're just gonna do it, let's be honest. Personally, I'm expecting this game to drop for $80 digitally, with also a $90 physical edition with some other like digital deluxe editions and stuff like that for over like well over $100. But it may end up being more than that. Like, it could be that's like $100 digital and then $110 physical. But don't get too concerned just yet, because I think that there's also going to be an offering that will be really lucrative for some people. Now, this is a game that's been in development for roughly a decade, and then it's cost Take-Two Interactive well over $1 billion, and they're going to want to make that money back as soon as humanly possible, and they know that everyone is going to rush out to buy this thing as soon as it's out, regardless of the price tag, mainly because we all know how long GTA 5 and GTA Online were supported for. So if they price the game at $100 digitally and $110 physically, for instance, obviously this isn't confirmed, they can make that budget back as soon as pre-orders go live, and they know it. Again, if Nintendo can get away with $80 for Mario Kart, then Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive can absolutely get away with $100 for GTA. But there is a silver lining, and I think it's one thing that a lot of people fail to mention, and that is GTA Online is a factor when it comes to the pricing of GTA 6. Rockstar Games is going to want the barrier of entry for GTA 6 to be as low as possible, which is why they might sell it at a loss for $70. And I say loss for a reason, because like when it comes to the money that they spent on the game, selling it at a loss at about $70, they're going to make that money back with GTA Online. That's why I think that Rockstar Games will have multiple editions of GTA 6 that are priced accordingly. For instance, I think there's going to be a GTA Online version only for GTA 6 that's a lot cheaper. Perhaps it's like $60 or even $40 to just get only online. But that's kind of a pipe dream. I don't think they're going to do that just yet. That's one of the reasons why I think the game will just be priced at $70 with the goal of avoiding the drama. I think that they'll release it at $70 and then have different like the digital deluxe packages that will be a bit more, that'll get them that $80 $90 price tag. But that's so that they can keep the barrier of entry lower for GTA Online, so that they can have as many users playing GTA Online at launch as many as possible. And the best way to do that is to, you know, release the game at the affordable $70 price tag. It would be wild for them to release it at $59.99, but I think those days are over, let's be real. I think $70 will be the price tag, mainly because they have to focus on online as well. But as for when pre-orders are going live, I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about when that's going to happen. As I said earlier in the video, that everyday passes is one day closer to GTA 6, but I'm really starting to feel like things have gotten a little bit too quiet as of lately. Take-Two Interactive CEO did say in an interview not too long ago, where he said they were intentionally staying quiet on this game because they want to give Rockstar all the space and time they need to finish it, but also said that they were intentionally going to have a very short marketing campaign for this game because they know the hype is already through the roof and they want to create immense and I guess gigantic anticipation. The marketing push for GTA 6 is likely going to kick into overdrive once the second trailer goes live, and that's probably going to happen within the next 3 to 4 months of the planned release date. But I'm starting to think that if we don't get some kind of teaser within the next month, then the rumors of a delay might end up being true. It's already been well over a year since the release of the first trailer, and the game is supposed to come out this fall. Rockstar and Take-Two still haven't even confirmed a release date or made pre-orders live, which makes me think that something is up in the air when it comes to when they're actually going to release it. So frankly, if we don't get some kind of teaser or at the very least a release date for the second trailer by the end of May, I'm going to start thinking that the game has been pushed back to 2026. The more time that passes without any updates, the more likely a delay announcement becomes. Well guys, that's going to wrap it up with this video. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section. When do you think GTA 6 will release? Do you think a delay is imminent? What price would you spend on GTA 6? Let me know down below. Hit the like button again, subscribe with the notifications on, and until next time, this has been Wes, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.